everyone, Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm, and today we have 30 containers of Rosy Returns daylilies. A beautiful daylily. You know, some daylilies only bloom once. This is a rebloomer. I guess that's why it's called Rosy Returns. Now this one is very beautiful, kind of purplish red with a yellow inside, and I want to use it as a ground cover, and the flowers are just an extra bonus. So this is going to go where we had to get rid of the ants, but before I put them in the ground I have to separate these. What I want to do is separate them into 2s or 3s. Each one has some in it. And how do you do that? Well, you get a movie and put it on TV, get a cup of tea, and you just have a lot of patience. Let me show you how we divide these. All right, here's one that I already divided, and I actually got 3. Now, the roots of a daylily, and this how you know the difference. It's not a bulb, it's a tuber. See the little tubes? And you need to divide these every few years, because if they get so compacted they won't flower anymore. But that's a great time to divide and share them with your friends or make gifts. After you divide them, I'm putting them in a container with some water, because you do not want those to dry out. Now, it takes a lot of patience to get these out. I need patience just to get out of the container. Now, some people take a knife. I kind of try not to cut any tubes, but all you do is just keep working with it. It just takes time. And you really feel like you're really hurting the plant, but it's better to divide them now, since you have to divide them every few years anyway. And I want the maximum blooms. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, there's one there. And this has another one. So out of this, wow, this one was the mother one. Looks incredible. So out of this, I paid $5, I got 2, and in about 2 years, it will cover the whole section. So I'm gonna turn on a movie and just start dividing. And take a notepad and basically write how many you have so you know how to space them. All right, we are finished. We have a big mess to clean up. So I divided everything, and the result is I have 71 good daylilies and 12 that are really small. So they still have tubers, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put those in pots, and they'll either make it or they won't. So I have over doubled my quantity. So do we go plant them? No, we don't have to go in the heat yet. First I have to clean up all the dirt on the ground. And then I'm going to show you what we need to do next. Okay, the next step is still inside. Yay! No heat. What we're going to do, because I don't want to put black plastic down, because then I'll have to pull it up. And I don't mind, but when you have a whole bunch to do, it's too much. So what I'm going to use is red rosin paper, which is great. It's 100% recycled felt paper. It's heavy duty. It will be a weed barrier, and it'll keep the roots cool, and later on it will decompose, add nutrients to the ground, and by next year or the following year, the roots will just keep on growing, the tubers. They'll spread and take over. Because when you have something that you want to spread as a ground cover, you don't want to cover it up. So I'm going to cut 3 pieces. I need 12 foot, but I'm going to cut it 14 because I want an extra 2. And then I'm going to fold it in half. Let me show you. Okay, I folded it in half, and then I folded that in foot squares, except for a little section here, 6 inches. Okay, each row is going to get 12 plants. So every foot they'll get one lengthwise and 18 inches, since this is 3 foot wide. So that's a good spacing. And all I have to do is cut little marks here, and that way I already have my holes for the plant. So it really saves a lot of time out in the heat. And also I wanted to tell you, this rosin paper is a really good deal. Not only it's recyclable, which is big for me, but it's 166 feet for anywhere from $12 to $14. So that's a whole lot cheaper than black plastic. And this will decompose so the plants get spread over the years. All right, I hope it makes sense now. I don't have to think, I don't have to measure anything anymore. The paper folds and you cut at the seam. And for each hole, you just put a plant. Very easy. And then we have a whole bunch of leftovers. I wonder if I could put Stefan's spelling words on here. Anyway, let's go outside. Okay, I wanted to show you. I really don't see any ants, which is great. So diatomaceous earth and white vinegar has done the trick, I do believe. I am going to put more underneath this just in case. Really quickly, I wanted to show you my Stella Daylily daylily, and I only put maybe 20 little plants in this whole section. This is in the herb garden, and look how much they've grown. Okay, this is just staked down. I will put mulch on this, but now I have to dig little holes. Hey everyone, I found it easier to do one rosin paper at a time. That's the first set. And I pre-drill the holes so they're really loose. Even though this was my greenhouse and has a lot of gravel and a lot of compost, I want to make sure it's really loose for the tubers. So just a quick update. All right, the Rosy Returns Daylily is in. It looks great. I still need to add a little more mulch. It's just a thin layer that I put on the rosin paper. Remember, rosin paper, you're reusing recycled products, and it's a really good weed barrier, and it keeps the soil moist. So the daylilies will spread so fast it's unbelievable. I don't expect an incredible amount of blooms the first year, but to combat that issue, I have these dwarf sunflowers. I'm thinking of popping a few in here. I think that would be stunning. Or maybe some red salvia. But this is Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm. And think about planting your daylilies. And by the way, did you know the daylily represents the sacrifice that a mother does for her child? So I think that's really sweet. Have a great day.